Hello guys and welcome in a new video. What I'll be talking about today in my video is some parameters like delegate to, run-ons and local connection. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel to not miss the next video. You can like and comment this video. If you want to find some documentation about delegation, you can follow this link. And first of all, what could you do with delegate to, run-ons or local connection? You can use a local run or delegate to delegate some tasks to specific server. An example, if you want to get some elements of some servers, like server A or server B, you can get some element about these servers, and you can use it on another server like server C. Or in our case, we use it on localhost. A better example, if you need to install a master-slave system, maybe you want to collect a token, generate into the master server when you install it, and you want to use this token into the slave server when you want to install it. And this is where you can use delegate to and run-ons. First of all, delegate to, we are on server A with Ansible loop, and we want to create or do something on server C with some element about server A. So before to start, we need to have some servers. To have it, we use the script of the video number 12 to create some servers. In our case, we create 3 servers. This is a Docker container, but into these containers, we have SSH and systemd like a simple server. So we have 3 IP for these servers. And I run again the same script. Check out the video number 12, and I use -- Ansible option, Ansible, sorry. And now, when I do a tree, I have another directory, Ansible directory, and in this directory I have an inventory. In this inventory, I have 3 servers, .2, .3, .4, into the whole group. So we are ready to start. And now we do a first playbook, this one. And we want to delegate to our localhost a task to create a file, okay? So I go into my Visual Studio Code and I go into Ansible dir. I create a new file, a playbook file, and I paste my content. So what I do, I want to run this playbook on all group, and I run 2 tasks. The first task where I create a file in /tmp on each server with file module, and I simply just do a touch, and I create a file named I'm on target server.txt. Okay, and I do a second task, this one, and in this task I create a file named xavkey.txt, but I use delegate2. Be careful to indentation, and if you see, we are in the same indentation of the module, not into the module, but the same indentation to the module. Okay, and the delegate2, what do the delegate2? We create this file on localhost for each server in all group. Okay, so I save it, I run it, I go into Ansible here, Ansible -playbook -i my inventory and my playbook. Okay, I run it. So if we check what we have two tasks. In first task we have 3 changed. If we go into one of these servers, 172.17.0.2, and I can check into /tmp, and I have now on each server my new file. I'm on target server. Okay, so in the second task, now what we have, we run on localhost for each target server, .2, .3, .4, and we run this task on localhost for each target server. So we do a touch on my localhost for to create xavkey.txt. If I do ls/tmp, I have now xavkey.txt file. But if you check, we do this task 3 times. Okay, so next example. Now what we do, I copy it, I paste it into my playbook file. Okay, the indentation, and now I save it again. Okay, so now what we do, we use a specific variable which is the name of each target server. Okay, when we run our playbook on all group, we do all task for one server, and all task for one server, and all task for another server. Okay, 3 times. So for each loop, we use the name of the target server, but we do this task on our localhost, like the previous run. Okay, so I run it again, and if I do an ls/tmp again, what we have 3 files in this case, because we use in our file name the name of target server, but we are on our localhost. Okay, this is a delegate2. And now, sorry, yes. And now we can do another example, a funny example. To test it, I remove all, I add my lines, and in this playbook, what we do the same task 2 times. First time without delegate2, and in the second task, we run this task with delegate2 option on our localhost. what we do a debug on var1 variable. Okay, so before we need to set this variable var1. So to do that, I create 3 files with the name of my inventory hostname, 17.170.2.yml, and I paste it var1, and I set my variable, and I copy and paste 2 times this file and rename it in .3 and rename this one into .4. Okay, I change the value of my variable .4.3. Okay, and now I can run it again and I check my output, and in this output what we have 2 tasks, and in the first task we just use the debug module, and we run this task on each server. .2, and on .2 we have variable 1 equal to server 2, in .3 server 3, and .4 server 4. Okay, this is obviously, and now in the second task what we do, we run each task on our localhost in my laptop or Ansible server, and I use the value of var1 on each server. .2 for .2 I have server 2, on .3 I have server 3, and .4 server 4, but I run it into my localhost. Okay, this is very important to understand that, to understand it. Okay, so this is delegate 2. Now if you want, you can use another option. This is run-on option to do the second task only 1 time. Okay, to do it, so I can do an example, and I'd like to show you how run-ons work. Sorry, space here. Okay, so I use the same example like our first example. In the first task, to create a file, I am on target server, and I do a touch on our target servers, and in second task I do a delegate 2 with /tmp to touch a file, xavkey.txt, but I add this line with run-ons at yes. Okay, and I save it. If I run it again, we can check the second output. In the second output, what we have, we run only 1 time local on our localhost the second task, and we create the file /tmp xavkey.txt, but we don't do it again in another target server, because we have already do it. So this is the run-ons. Okay, and now another option. This is the local connection. Okay, local connection is very important to understand if you want to run locally Ansible. To understand it, we do a first example, and this is the wrong way if you want to run locally a task. Okay, and I explain why. So what we do, we run a playbook on our localhost to host, and I set some task, only one task, and in this task I use a specific module named local action to run a command. This command is a simple touch to create a file named xavkey2.txt on our localhost. If I save it, I run it again. What we have created this file, but in this case we don't specify, we use a local connection, and we do a simple SSH connection to do the local connection. So in this case we have to use local action module, and local action module bypass the SSH connection to do this command locally. So the better way to do it, this is another task. To do it better, we do this task, and this is very important to show you this line. This line set a connection to local. This local connection bypass SSH connection, and after it we can use a module, whatever module, apt, another, to run Ansible locally without SSH. And here in our case, what we do, we use the file module to touch the xavkey3 file, and we run it, but we don't need to use SSH connection for all tasks. If you want, you can use another module like apt or like copy or another module, but you don't need to use local action. Local action is not idempotent, and this is very important to avoid to use this module. This is better, and this is the better way to use the local connection. Okay, if I do it again, I run it. What we have only one task, and now we have changed. If I run it again, I have changed again because we run a localhost with a simple touch. If I do ls in /tmp, I have my file xavkey3.txt. Okay, this is very important to understand local connection. Local connection is without SSH connection. So I think that's all for today. Yes, if you want, you can find this slide into the video description. Thank you for watching this video, and I say you goodbye.